and we can just roll right through. That's fine.
Okay. So it's the Que ProReader, designed from the very start with a business user in mind. There's people out there that like to read. Our target customer are the people who need to read. They have a lot of content they need to get through every day, and their choices today are trying to read on a computer or printing. There's a lot of people that print, and a lot of paper is used. Typical office worker, 10,000 pages a year. We don't think you need to print. You can queue it rather than print it.
This is really thin, isn't it?
Very, very thin. About 1/3 of an inch. Weighs about a pound. I'll let you hold it later. So, in terms of business content, now here's an example of a report from Forrester. Comes to you in PDF format. You bring it over rather than printing. It leaves off right where I was. I want to read page 4. I can turn the page. Simple gesture. Full touch screen. So maybe that's a little bit hard to read. I want that a little bigger. I bring up a zooming tool. Tap several levels down to zoom it in. Oh look, it's off the screen. Let's bring it down. So these kind of tools make it a lot easier to deal with the content you have. Now, in addition to being able to do just all that, let me show you another example. We built in tools for the business user, because the business user doesn't just read, usually marks things up. It takes those markups, probably has to then transcribe them if it's paper to send them to somebody. Well, if we mark something up here and want to get back to it, we can take another view rather than the ones I just put here. Here's some that I annotated a while ago. So if I go to this document that is marked up, so here's a sticky note that I left on this particular page. And if it's blocking something, I can move it. I'll move it back. This is part of the content. If I want to change it, tap on it, up comes the keyboard, I can change it. Put that away right now.
Very cool. Does it work with Outlook yet? No, I'm just...
Actually, yeah. So that calendar you saw on the home page, so that automatically imported your appointments and their attachments, because that's why it's here. Now, most people have the smartphone already with their appointments in it, but if you're the type of person that the documents for a meeting are attached to the meeting invite, here's an opportunity to get to it quite easily. So I tap on the appointment, it opens up, you see the invitation to the meeting. You also see, here's the attachment. Tap on that, I'm right in it.
We got batteries now.
Go back. The same's true with email that could be on here. So if I go back to the recently added view, I have an email right here. You can tell there's an attachment. Looks the same as the other. You can bring that up.
Very cool.
I might have lots of emails. Here's a search built in to bring them all up at once.
So you can just clip it. Don't even worry about it.
So maybe I get hundreds a day. The ones that are important that I need to read carefully later, I queue them, and then later I can use them.
We got enough stuff.